Chris, you talked about the defense from the last game. How nice was it to respond and only give up 80 points tonight?
And it was nice. It was nice that we was tied together and we could put it together for long stretches.
Coach was saying that before the game, like in shoot around, it was a little chippy. That he liked that, the little edge to the shoot around. I think that carried over. How important is that when you have that kind of thing going in the shoot around and it carries over to how you guys end up playing in the game?
I mean, it's really important. Obviously we knew they didn't have Brad tonight, but guys in this league still professionals. You got to respect your opponent, and it's crazy. We was talking about how bad they beat us here last year. They beat us by 30 last year, so we wanted to come in here and try to make sure we got this win.
You mentioned, I think I asked you a couple games ago about DeAndre's first game back, and he was clearly not happy with how he played the last game. So what did you sense from him in terms of early on that led him out of the kind of game he had?
I think for DA, it's not always about how he's scoring. It's his energy, his defense. We feed off him a lot, so him getting us loose for those little mid ranges or those open threes, I think also opens it up for him. So he was great. Our defense was good, but what was even better was our rebounding.
Curious in terms of the combination you guys have had to use without Shannon and Payne, with some unique lineups, Cam playing the two. What's that been like making that adjustment without those two guys?
We just hoop. We say it all the time. All season long, we done had different guys in and out the lineup, and we just adjust, figure it out.
Last thing I have was, you've been obviously a high level player for so many years, but being in an MVP conversation, do you hear this or do you tune it out? Because I remember after I think Carlissimo did a game, I want to say it was at Dallas. He was saying it's the best he's ever seen you play. Are you like hearing it and taking it in, or are you like, nah, I gotta focus on?
I mean, I'm always gonna focus in on what I gotta do. You know what I mean? But I watch every game every night, and I hoop and I play, and I feel amazing. The game, with this team at times just comes so easy. You know what I mean? The system that we're in and the pace that we're playing in and stuff like that. I just feel like the game, I'm in a great spot. Game comes so easy. Every shot, where guys gonna be. So it's almost like we're on cruise control right now.
I know you say you got to respect your opponent, that they don't have Brad, but when you get in a stretch in the second quarter like you guys had, you get the sense because he's not there that maybe there's a chance to kill this game off early.
Not for that reason. We just feel like that. We feel like whoever we playing on every given night, as long as we be who we are and do what we're supposed to do, that's supposed to happen. I think we had that type of confidence, and we done built that up over the season.
Finish with two on Zoom. First, Kellen Olson.
Hey, Chris, Mikkel was telling us you guys have a shared mentality on a day like today and not making it 2 losses in a row. You guys have told us about good trip to great trip. Have you been on a team like this before that has this type of mentality in the regular season?
Yeah. I mean, I've been on some pretty good teams. That team I was on in Houston, we won 65 games, I think, that first year. So it's a mentality, man. And no matter who you playing against, you got to have that same energy. And that's the consistency that great teams have. It don't matter if you're playing the number 1, number 2 seed in the conference or the bottom team. That's what it takes to be consistent.
How encouraging is it for you as a leader of this team to see the younger guys take on that mentality that I'm sure you and Jay have been preaching to them?
And it's great. It's great. And you know what? We already had competitive guys, so that helps a lot. The guys are already competitive. And then just we all lead in different ways, and we just make sure that we try to hold each other accountable and understand big picture. The way we'll get mad if it's a 2-point game and a guy does something, you got to have that same energy when you're up 20, 25. That's the only way you stay consistent.
We'll finish with Brianna Holmes.
Hey, Chris. I'm a graduate of Winston-Salem State University, so I just wanted to ask you about your experience and how you've been balancing your schoolwork while also managing the #1 team in the league.
Well, first of all, congratulations on graduating. I'm hoping to be able to
Thank you.
say that sometime soon. It's funny when we're on the road, I try to manage my schoolwork and all that different type stuff. Actually, when I was in Phoenix 2 weeks ago, I did a couple Zooms with my teachers, and one of my teachers said I can only do one of the things like at 7 a.m. East Coast time, so that's 5 a.m. Phoenix time. So I'm gonna get up and do it. But when we on trips like this on the East Coast, that's when I try to knock out some of that stuff. So it's all good and well, and just want to try to get my degree.
Thank you, Chris.
All right.
It's crazy, Chris. I
Thank
saw you get upset, and I looked up at the